Hi guys! In this video I'm going to show you how to use a compass to draw different sizes of spheres. Before you start this on your actual project, be sure to practice this a few times in your sketchbook. The biggest thing to know when you draw a circle using a compass is that the center of the circle must stay in the same place. So you need to hold it down as you rotate around your circle. There are little holes in the compass that you can put your pencil in to draw your circle. The farther away you put the mark from the center, the bigger your circle, and the closer you put your mark from the center, the smaller your circle will be. With a pencil, you can mark where the center is. Before you start your final composition for your drawing, you'll want to have several thumbnail sketches sketched out so you can plan out different compositions. Try to create a composition that has balance and is visually interesting. For the composition I make in this video, I start with a small circle that is going to be perceived to be on top of some of my other ones. So when I do this, my pencil is going to go into a hole that is close to the center because I'm making a small circle. Again, the biggest thing is that my center of my circle does not move as I rotate my pencil around my center. For my next circle, I'm going to draw it quite a bit larger, so my pencil is going to be in a hole that's farther away from my center. This circle is going to be perceived as if it was behind my smaller circle I first drew. So when I do this, notice how I do not cut through my first circle. I make sure I skip over it so it looks like it's behind, that the little circle is overlapping the big circle. As I draw more spheres into my composition, I want to think about creating a composition that has balance. If I have a lot on one side, I want to try to balance it out with things on the other side. I also want to create the illusion of space so that there are things that are popping out at me in the foreground and spheres that are sinking away in the background that look far away. Once I have all my composition drawn out, it's time to start making my spheres look three-dimensional or round. And I can do this by how I apply my Zentangle. When I draw my Zentangles, I want to apply them almost as if they are drawn on curved lines. Look how the edges of my Zentangles curve up onto my sphere. This creates the illusion of a more three-dimensional round sphere form. You can add any type of Zentangle onto your spheres, ones that you've looked up the tutorials or ones that you make up. But the biggest thing is to try to make them look like they're curving around a surface like the sphere I have here. You might want to draw some curved guidelines with a pencil before you draw your Zentangle. When you do your Zentangle though, make sure you're using a black Sharpie so that you only have to do it one time. Again, everything that I draw onto my circle, my sphere, is curved. Look at these lines that I'm drawing right now. They are very curved as they go around the top of my sphere. As I start my second sphere, I'm going to want to create curved lines like I did the first time to create this illusion of a three-dimensional sphere. Now that I have the curved lines down, I'm going to add in my Zentangles. This is also part of my Zentangle pattern that I'm creating in this one. You might be noticing by now that my little sphere is starting to almost blend into my big sphere. It's hard to tell them apart. So what I might want to do is go over my little sphere with a nice big thick black line just to make sure it pops out compared to the other circle. That concludes how you get started on your sphere drawing Zentangle project. I'm excited to see how yours turn out. There are lots of different varieties for Zentangles, so try to make yours different and have fun.